The following program is dedicated in the memory of Stanley Porter.
The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an all-new episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I'm your host, Kevin Porter. We're back here, episode 168. Stanley the Kitty Cat. Damn, dude, it's like, damn, do we even gotta go, right into it here? Fucking, why is the dog still out here? I don't know. Why is the dog still out here? Fucking, he was supposed to get in the car because there's air conditioning in the car. It's like 100 degrees out. So obviously we got 2 episodes dropped here today. If anybody that's listening now, listen to episode 167. Thank you, Matt Sohan. What an awesome episode, dude. Go fucking follow his Twitch accounts. Go follow his YouTube accounts. Dude, I mean, I just can't say enough about that interview, dude. It was fucking, conversation was fucking awesome, dude. So anybody that's actually listening or watching on the video portion, obviously I switched it up a little bit. Actually, sometimes when I do these episodes, I'll bring, if I have to do 2 in a row, we used to do this with the TV show because we'd record 3 to 5 studio portions at one time. So we'd always bring different shirts. So I actually brought my Street Fighter 2 shirt. But then I was like, you know what? I don't even want to fuck around with it. I'm not even going to bother. It's like, dude, this is a sweet-ass Mad Caddy shirt. We can wear this for 2 episodes, dude. We can wear this for 2 episodes. But I did want to switch it up. Before we get into the main portion of the podcast, definitely want to shout out Vancouver Canucks. The NHL playoffs, I believe, are underway, and I believe they actually are playing. So go Canucks. Obviously, Seattle finally has our hockey team's name, the Seattle Kraken. A fucking big fan already, dude. Big fan already. I know a lot of people are pissed off. They're like, the Kraken, come on, the Seattle Crackheads. What are we doing here, people? What the fuck are we doing here? But nonetheless, though, I mean, that's the team, dude. I know when I had Timmy on here a couple months ago, we were talking. I remember probably mentioning the Sockeyes was kind of would have been my first choice. But at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking argue the Kraken, dude. I still think it's a cool name. But I wanted to wear my Vancouver Canucks hat on here. I actually just on this past Friday, once gear was available on NHL.com, I ordered a Seattle Kraken hat. So that way I can rep my home team's fucking logo and shit. But until our team starts, we don't even start for another year, dude. So I'm still rooting here this year for the fucking Canucks, and I'm rooting into next season for the Canucks as well, dude. And once the first puck drops on the ice, dude, I gotta fucking get rid of these hats, man. Even though, damn, dude, I mean, the Canucks have such a cool logo, such cool hats, such cool colors. I've definitely, dude, it's been 11 years of being a fan of the Vancouver Canucks ever since I started paying attention to the hockey, and it's definitely a sad day in terms of being a Vancouver Canucks fan. If you're living here in Washington State, dude, your heart's been torn, and unfortunately we got to go with Seattle, dude. It's only a 2.5 hour drive away from here, man. 2 hours if you speed. So yeah, there's that. All right, man. Dude, I have not been looking forward to this episode all week. It's immediately after Stanley passed away. I knew I was gonna have to record this, and I knew I was going to get get my feelings out there and just talk about it and just get it out, and just really just focus on healing at this point. It's not unfortunately, he's not coming back. And, we talked about here 2 episodes ago on 166, dude. I did that whole opening about talking about how I had to take him to the vet, and, he had a UTI or a blockage of some kind. The doctors thought, it's not that bad, because we as soon as it happened, as soon as he started showing any sort of signs of having issues going to the bathroom, we got him to the vet, dude, and they gave him medicine. They said he's gonna be okay. We're giving him the medicine, and then the Sunday night before, he starts having issues again, and so. It's just, I don't know why, because I figured he was on medicine, so I was like, oh, we can wait. I don't know, because it wasn't like he was having trouble peeing, but it was you could tell, he was still having pain, And he'd been kind of in pain the whole entire week, in a sense. We'd been giving him pain pills. And so, like, I didn't necessarily think it was too out of the ordinary, I was like, all right, well, we'll make sure we give him a pain pill and, we'll hang out. He came and slept in bed with us that Sunday. And then, that Monday I get home from work and, nothing, like, if anything, yeah, it's gotten worse. And, and he wasn't going to the bathroom. And, so that whole night, man, I stayed up with him. Like that whole Monday night. And, just fucking loved on him for like pretty much the last night that I had him. Fucking like we have like an enclosed back porch where we're staying, and he fucking loves bugs, dude. He'd always loved being out on that porch. Like, he fucking loved it, dude. And so because unfortunately he was with cats that have that are experiencing that type of pain, they try to go to the bathroom like pretty much like anywhere. It's they stop using the litter box, and unfortunately for him, it's like we called the doctor that night, and the doctor's like, yeah, he needs to get on a catheter like ASAP. And it's like, well, the Yakima emergency vet is closed, and you'd have to drive all the way to Tri-Cities. And we're like thinking like, fuck, like, it's automatically $1,000 just to fucking walk in that door. And it's like, it's like, again, we're like, all right, well, we can make 8 hours or whatever. Like, as soon as they open, we'll be there at our vet's office. Fucking, you guys open at 8, I'll be there at 7:55. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be there. And, the whole time I'm just like praying, God, please help him. Please help him. And, it's unfortunately, pause for the cock. So, I stayed up with him. I didn't even like really sleep that night. I think I slept maybe for like 2 straight hours, and that was it. And, got him, again, loved on him as, like I remember, cause like we kept him on the back porch because of that. And so like basically, I would just go out there, and check on him, and we got the dog bed out there. He was laying out there, got him comfortable. And the whole time he's like, chasing bugs and stuff. He's like, whoa, what's going on out here? He's totally fucking into it. And so, in that sense, it was like, well, hopefully that, took his mind off the pain that he was in at the moment. And, so I got out there and I laid down on the dog bed out there, and instantly, like, he just came up and like laid down with me, and like, I laid out there for, again, I just spent the whole night with him basically. And I had to take him to the vet the next day, and, they called me later in the day, and they said that they weren't able to get a catheter because like with this, like, if you look into a male cat UTI, it's nothing that I was really ever aware of until 2 weeks ago, that it could be a major problem for a male cat, especially an indoor cat that was fixed. Apparently, we waited to get him fixed, but apparently, I don't know, like maybe we didn't let his hormones develop enough. I'm not too sure, but under these special circumstances, a male cat can have these types of complications in life. And when you really look into it, it's a very high recurring type of illness for a male cat. Like, basically, it's between 11 to 43% that it's going to come back at some point. And so yeah, they told me that they couldn't get the catheter in, but they were able to, relieve his bladder, and they were going to keep trying. They were going to keep doing what he could. And he said he was optimistic. And then, so this whole time, like, my anxiety has just been fucking off point, off the wall. The last like 2 weeks, I was starting to feel better because I thought he was making a recovery by the end of the week. Prior to this happening, or having to go back to the vet. And again, like, I'm just like, I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm not really doing much of anything, dude, because, like, dude, I fucking love this cat, man. Like, I talked about it on episode 166, dude. Like, when we went through the whole issue where he swallowed the Nerf dart, and like, the Nerf dart head, and we thought we were gonna lose him that first time. Within the first 4 months or whatever, 2-3 months of him being with us, we thought we were gonna lose him. And I just, like, I don't know, for some reason, man, I was like, I don't want to lose this cat, and and I don't want to lose him, dude. And so once, thankfully, he was able to get saved, and they were able to do the operation and get that out. So I was just like, I don't know, for some reason I was just like, man, this is my cat, dude. This is my cat. And for the first time in like dude, fucking like, shut the fuck up. Seriously? Like, what the fuck are you standing around here for? You have all this land, Rooster, and you fucking gotta stand right next to my fucking microphone. Jeez, the disrespect I get from my own animals, motherfucker. Especially you cocks. Suckers. Motherfucker. Yeah. So, I don't even remember where my fucking mind was. Where were we? So yeah, no, I was committed to, like, I just did not want to lose this cat, dude. Like, this is my cat. It's like my first time I gave my heart to an animal. For the first time, dude, in like 10, 11, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, could be 15 years at this point. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, after I had a string of cats when I was in high school and, like, losing them all, and then, like, you know, losing my dog at that time, I was like, I'm good. You know, I moved out of my house. I was like, I don't need an animal. You know, I was just having a kid at that point. It's like, all right, screw it. You know, we had a cat at one point, you know, in like 2008, and it's kind of fucking weird because, like, we had that cat from 2008 to like 2010. It's like kind of the same time frame with Stanley, but 10 years apart. It's weird. But I didn't necessarily give my heart to that cat either, dude. You know, so like when that cat, you know, unfortunately got out, Gene, you know, it's like it didn't hurt. Like, it hurt, but it didn't hurt as much as something like this did. But I don't know, man. Like, so the less than 2 years that I had with Stanley, dude, I love that cat so much, dude. Like, and like I put together a pretty cool, like, little music video thing on here, a little clip show of all the pictures of him. And yeah, I used the sappy song "Time of Your Life" by Green Day. I don't give a fuck, dude. It's a good song, and you know, it fits the moment, you know. So it made me I fucking cried the whole entire time. So I'm putting that shit together last night, and I'm just like, I'm clipping it together, and you got to hear that song over and over again. So I'm just like drinking a beer, and I'm just like, I'm crying, dude. And my dog's like fucking over next to me. Henry's like fucking with me because he's like, he sees that I'm crying, and he's just like, what's wrong, dude? What's wrong? Let me make you happy. And it wasn't until later Jessica's like, yeah, I was wondering what the fuck was going on with him, but you were back there fucking crying the whole time. It's like, yeah, you know. So it is, you know, it is what it is, man. But like, you know, again, like the year and like 10 months that we spent with that cat, dude, like I fucking loved him like the whole entire time, man. Like, I haven't loved an animal like that in so long, dude. And it felt good, man. Like, every day I would get off work, and the first thing I'd be, you know, it's like, you know, the first thing I'm thinking of, like, oh yeah, cool, I get to go home and see Stanley. And like, I'm getting home, I'm driving home, I'm like, oh, okay, I hope he's okay. You know, I'm always like I mean, in a sense, it's like, it's kind of stupid, but it's like I had, like, you know, a little bit of anxiety about, you know, losing him then. You know, losing him, whether it be like escaping from the house or like, you know, it's just something happening to him, dude. Like, ever since that first scare, dude, you know, it's like I've just, like, I had a real hardcore anxiety about losing him. And it's really weird, dude, because I'd always like double check the door, make sure the door's locked, all these, you know, little things that, like, now that it's like been a week since he's been gone, and I'm like letting go of that anxiety. You know, I'm letting go of that. It's like, oh, I don't have to double check the door. It's like, oh, I hear the door open downstairs, and like, I don't gotta go make sure the cat doesn't get out because, like, he's not there. And, you know, as sad as that is, I mean, in a sense, that it is kind of peace. You know, there's peace in that, I guess. But I'd suffer 100 times that anxiety just to have it back, dude. You know, that being said or whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna say on this podcast. You know, just again, like, obviously we missed last week. You know, we had to put him down that Wednesday. Like, oh yeah, like, you know, so the doctor calls me the next day and is like, you know, telling me, he's like, hey, so, you know, we tried like 10 catheters on your cat trying to get the catheter in, and like the disease itself, like it just, like, he said that he's had 10 cats coming throughout the year, and he's only able to not save 3 of them due to an issue like that. So it's like this very rare occurrence where, like, it got so bad. And like I said, I mean, like, we, you know, like, if I would have known more, you know, hindsight being 2020 now, it's like as soon as we went in there, I would have been like, throw a catheter on him, like, okay, like. And again, like, I don't know, I'm not a fucking vet, dude. So it's like they thought he was gonna be okay. So it's like, all right, give him the medicine, like. You know, he'd had a UTI because when he went in for that surgery, he had a UTI. And so I guess he's been struggling with this for some time apparently. Like, and again, like I've been doing a lot of like researching online about this disease, and it's something that just it keeps coming back, and it's something that can hurt a cat and not even show any signs. So it's like it's just it's been building up in his body for a while, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. I really don't have the answers. It's like, it's not like, we kept a dirty litter box all the time or anything. I mean, like, yeah, like, you try to clean it out once a week, definitely, dude. And it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know, man. I just, like, you find myself, like, blaming myself, for this happening and stuff. It's like, oh, if I would have been better at this or been better at that. And it's like, Jessica keeps telling me, it's like, dude, we did the best that we could, man. Like, if there's one thing that like I can say about Jessica and like give her such a huge compliment on is like the way she takes care of her animals, dude. Like her animals, are fucking taken care of, dude. She's like the best pet mom, dude. Like, anything these animals need, she fucking does it, dude. Like she, and she like, she always like had like a love-hate relationship or whatever with the cat, because she's not a cat person, she's a dog person. So she'd always talk shit, which is like, obviously you're that's you're gonna do that if you don't necessarily like cats. She keeps telling me, man, we did everything that we could, dude. The first sign of any sort of discomfort, boom, we're at the vet, dude. Like we're at the vet, we're doing what we can. Yeah, like unfortunately we couldn't go the night before, which again, like there's no guarantee they would have been able to do anything then, and so the doctor tells us, it's like, hey, he's like, we can refer you to a specialist in Pullman, or you got to go to Seattle or Tri-City, or not Seattle or Tacoma. But there's no guarantee, there's no guarantee that they'll be able to, do anything else. And like, I begged her, dude. I fucking cried as soon as he said that. And like, I had to talk to Jessica. I was like, please just let me fucking, just like, I'll take a credit card out. I don't give a fuck. Like, like I don't want to lose this cat. And, I begged her. I really fucking begged her, but it's like, it's just one of those things, dude. It's like, you can't go broke over a cat, and it's unfortunate as shit. And I don't know, man. It's fucking heartbreaking. It really, really is heartbreaking to have had to experience, that situation and making that decision that, okay, well, here we go. I got to put my cat down. And like, I to be honest, dude, like, that whole week I had to like let my mind wander in that realm just to be like, okay, well, if this happens, I have to be ready for it. And you're never ready. You're never fucking ready, man. But we went in there and we said goodbye. He was, he was all doped up because again, they had to put him down just to like, just to even attempt to, insert the catheter those times. And it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, I just wish there was more that I could have done in that situation. And again, but like with this disease, dude, it's like something that he has been dealing with his whole life. And it's something that probably would not have gone away. And, it's just fucking unfortunate, bro. It's just like, it's so fucking unfortunate. And again, like I cried so hard. I kissed him. I loved him. I love that cat with all my heart, man. Like every night he would come to bed, like after, cause he would never come to bed until the lights were off and the TV was off and I could feel him crawl into bed and he slept right at my feet every single night. And, man, I'm just gonna fucking miss him, dude. Like I cried so hard that day. That Wednesday, July 22nd, dude, I cried fucking so hard, and like, I wasn't like, even on the drive up there, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not going to post anything on Facebook, and I don't know why, but like, I got drunk at like 11 o'clock in fucking morning, we had to go in there and say goodbye to him, and fucking, it was hard, man. Jessica cried. Jory wanted to come. We gave both Jory and Jameson the option. It's like, you don't have to come, but if you want to come, you can. And Jameson luckily stayed. I'm really glad that Jameson stayed at his Aunt Jamie's house and, did not have to see that. It's not, I mean, every 9-year-old's got to learn to cope with death. I mean, kids got to learn to cope with death, but like, it's just, it was really hard, man. And, I mean, fuck, when we had to put the rooster down here earlier this year, he cried like a fucking baby, and that one really hurt me, dude. I don't like hurting animals, man. Like, that's not fun, dude. It's not fucking fun. Animals are like fucking family, dude. Even if it was a rooster, dude, I was like, fuck, you know, I can't let this guy suffer either, you know. And it's like, and again, like, you know, just because again, like, if they can't get a catheter in, like, he's gonna die. Like, he's gonna die. Like, there's no ifs, ands around it. Like, again, like, unless we can just dump, like, not necessarily dump, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't have, like, you know, $3,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 just to, you know, unfortunately put into vet bills, even though, like, at that moment, like, I didn't give a fuck. And I'll be honest, like, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'll take a credit card out. I'll fucking pay the fucking credit card off, like, for the next, like, 5 years. I don't give a shit, dude. Whatever, dude. It's my best friend, dude. But unfortunately, this is it's not what was in, you know, the cards that day. And I fucking, you know, I said goodbye to him, dude. And it fucking hurt so bad. I cried. Jessica cried. Jory cried. I swear the doctor did the vet did the most that he could fucking do for him, dude. If there's anything, like, shout out, like, some of you, Cowichie Vet Clinic, dude. Those guys are fucking amazing. And they've always taken care of our animals to the best of their ability. You know, they took care of our animals to the best of their ability. So I you know, I can't say anything on that end. And again, like, I can't blame myself. You know, it is what it is. And it's just life, dude. I mean, that's just life. Unfortunately, life, you know, people come into your life and people go. Animals come in, you know, that's one of the worst things. Like, you outlive your animals most of the time. But it's like, fuck, dude, I was hoping. I had these dreams in my head, dude. I was like, we're going to move back to our house. We have this, like, you know, we had a courtyard in our house, dude. And he loved going out there because he's an indoor cat, dude. But, like, we had a courtyard. So it's like, hey, fucking go at it, dude. He loved it, dude. He'd always go out there. And so, like, what the fuck, dude? So, like, he'd always be out there, dude. So I had this dream. I mean, like, here we are doing this remodel, and it's like, you know, we're expanding it out. It's gonna be a lot nicer than it was, dude. I mean, because before it was just like a shitty dirt patch, dude. But now we're gonna get grass in there. It's gonna be, you know, we're gonna have plants in there, like, get a water fountain in there. You know, it's gonna look nice, dude. Like, not necessarily a water fountain, yeah, but I want to get like a bird bath type thing or something. I don't know. And I was like, that was like this dream that I had in my head. I was like, man, I just, you know, I can't wait to, you know, get him home, and then, like, he's gonna have this cool house to roll around. It's like, dude, we're gonna have like 10 plus years, man. I'm thinking minimum 10 plus years I'm gonna be able to hang out with this cat, dude. Easy, you know. Like, you're gonna be my best friend, dude. Every morning, wake up, dude. It's like fucking this last week, dude. The mornings have just been so fucking lonely. So fucking lonely, dude. I get up, I'm the first one up in the morning, and, like, he would always, you know, he'd always be up, dude. Like, especially where we are now, he'd sleep in our bed, and then, like, he'd get up in the middle of the night or something, but he'd always be outside our door, chilling by the stairs. Because, like, we got stairs going upstairs or whatever, and he fucking loves that shit, dude. He'd always try to fucking attack us, you know. He'd always just, like, fuck with us, like, going up and down the stairs and stuff, like, you know. And, like, he'd only attack me. He'd never, like, scratched at anybody else, apparently. But, like, for me personally, he'd always fucking get me. I still have fucking marks on my back of my leg from him. But again, man, he was just my best friend, dude. Like, he was my best fucking friend. And again, I'd get up in the morning, I'd get up, go take a piss, make coffee, and he'd just be like, hey, what's up, dude? Gonna feed me? Like, he'd always do that, dude. I'd get home, dude, he'd, like, love up on me. He'd be like, what's up, dude? How was your day? You know, I'd get down, pet him, he'd purr up on me, dude. You know, finally get him some food, he'd go off, do his own thing. And then, like, you know, most nights, dude, he'd always, like, come and, you know, if we're sitting on the couch downstairs, he'd always, like, at some point come over. You know, he was always very active, dude. That was one thing, dude. He was never, like, yeah, he's kind of a fraidy cat sometimes, but, like, you know, but, like, he'd always come out, dude. People would show up, you know, and he'd come say hi, you know. Like, Brandon fucking loved him, dude. Brandon Allen loved that cat. And, man, you know, getting shout out Brandon Allen, dude, for, you know, hearing my tears last week, dude. He's like, you know, my cat. Like, anytime I've ever had an issue with my cat, dude, like, I've always talked to Brandon. Brandon's like downright a brother, dude. Like, you know, I've always said that, dude. He's like, but seriously, he's like one of my best friends of all time, dude. Like, he's just one of my best friends, dude. And, like, you know, we mutually bond over cats. He loves cats. He loves animals too, man. He may not want you to know this, but, man, he is a softie when it comes to animals too, man. I mean, like, damn, dude, we watch all this horror shit, people dying and all this stuff, and, like, you know, it's like, but when it comes to animals, dude, it's like, no, you don't fuck with animals, dude. Which I 100% agree, dude. Like, I love animals just as much, man. And And, you know, so I'm calling in this whole time, and, like, I had a conversation with, you know, with them the week before when we first took him in there, and I'm like, you know, we're both like, oh, thank God he's gonna be okay. And then, you know, but, you know, and then that morning right before I had to go, you know, put him down, like, we go to pick up the kids from their aunt's house, or pick up Jory, I guess, in this case, and, like, I'm outside, like, talking to him on the phone, dude. I'm, like, crying, dude. I'm like, fucking, I have to do it, you know. It's just like, this is what I have to do, and it's, like, and I'm crying, dude. And, you know, it's just like, you know, I don't know. It's good to have a relationship with somebody like that you can fucking call in a time of need like that, and, like, you know, truly be there for you, you know. So it's like, I can never thank him enough for, you know, being there at that time, you know, being there for me in regards to, you know, my cat. And, you know, I'll always be grateful for that. I'll always be grateful for that day of conversations. I called him like 3 or 4 times that day, you know, and he's all telling me, hey, man, come over and hang out. But it's like, I couldn't leave the kids and Jessica that day. So it's like, you know, I hit him up, and we got together like that last Friday and hung out and talked memories and shit. And it was definitely the time getting together the last couple of days. You know, I've seen a lot of friends and been talking to a lot of people because, like, you know, unfortunately after we put him down, like I said, dude, I got day drunk. You know, I got day drunk and, like, just slammed some beers, and I just cried so bad. And then, like, I posted up, like, I'm part of the church of what's happening now. Facebook group, which is, like, you know, Joey Diaz's podcast, and, like, dude, Joey Diaz is all about his cat. So, like, I just, for some reason, dude, I was drunk, and I was just like, fuck it, dude, whatever, dude. So I posted, like, it's like, you know, you write things down, you write things on paper. In this case here, you know, fucking finger to cell phone. It helps healing, you know, it helps getting through whatever your situation is. And that's kind of just what I did, dude. So I threw up some shit, you know, talking about Stanley and just saying how fucking I couldn't stop crying, and, like, and I posted something on, like, my main Facebook page, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, again, like, I normally shy away from shit like that. I really try to, because, like, it's just, like, to me, a lot of it is attention seeking, you know? You're just trying to get attention. And I guess in this case here, I needed that attention, because it really did help, like, with all the people that reached out to me on Facebook, you know, and just, like, telling me their stories about losing their animals, and just, like, you know, like, sharing the grief, you know, like, and, you know, extending out a helping hand. I don't know, maybe it kind of changed my view in terms of, like, you know, reaching out for help on Facebook isn't the worst thing in the world, man. Like, you know, people fucking cry, people have emotions, dude. People need help, you know. We can't turn away from each other, especially in fucking today's climate, dude. We can't turn away from each other, dude. Like, we have to be there for each other. And just, like, in that moment, dude, I was like, fuck, I love people, you know. It's like, I don't know. We're, like, so entrenched into hating people, and, like, you know, not, you know, oh, you believe something else, you know. It's like, and again, I've never tried to be that person. I always try to come at it from a very level perspective in terms of, like, okay, you know, hearing both sides or whatever. So, like, I just, you know, again, thank you to anybody that did reach out to me that, you know, Wednesday or the days after. It fucking helped, dude. It really helped. And, fuck. You know, again, like, those mornings, like, the days after have just been so fucking hard, man. Like, those first, like, 3 days, dude, I cried a lot. Which, like, this whole fucking COVID bullshit, I've known, like, there is a tear coming, and, you know, I just knew, like, I just wanted to cry for some reason or another. You know, I was just struggling, dude. You know, like everybody else, man, we're all struggling with shit right now. And it's just like, I don't know. I've never been that person to shy away from crying. But it's like, I'm not going to cry just to cry. I can't force myself to cry, I guess. That's a better way of saying it. But, like, when it comes, it comes. And it's just like, I just let it go. It's like, anytime I started, like, crying, I was like, fucking just let it go. And, you know, just fucking crying in traffic, crying at home, and, like, going home again, like, and getting used to him not being there. It was just the hardest, dude. I did not want to be home. It was like those first 3 days, I'm just like, all right, we're home for, like, maybe a couple hours. I'm like, all right, let's balance, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here. And same that night, dude, like, I got drunk during the day and went home and, like, passed out and, like, slept fucking hard and, like, got up and had, like, one of the worst fucking headaches I've ever had from fucking alcohol. And so, like, I took a hit, dude, and started to feel better. And, like, again, I didn't want to sit around, so we went and played in the fucking creek outside our house and got wet, went to Dairy Queen, got ice cream and fucking cheeseburgers and shit. And, like, again, like, it's definitely not... It's been one of the hardest things I've had to go through in a very fucking long time, dude. Like, I cried more for this cat than I did to, like, people that I know, like, that, you know, that I knew that have died, you know? And, you know, and again, like, I tell that to people, and they're like, dude, well, animals are, like, your fucking best friend, man. You see them every day. They don't fuck you over, dude. you know, they're fucking there for you unconditionally, dude. So it's like, of course you're gonna fucking lose it when when unfortunately you're faced with a situation like this and stuff. And again, it's not the first time I've lost a pet, you know. It's not the first time, and I know it's not the last time, obviously, dude. But it's just like, you know, it's not the best fucking feeling in the world, man. Definitely, like, not to say I've been fucking depressed or anything, because like I don't, you know, I definitely have felt fucking shitty. I'm not depressed though. I'm not depressed. We lived such a good life with him, dude. You know, man, like I said, we were able to bury him here on our property. So, you know, they ask you what you want to do with the body, and it's like, well, I don't want to cremate him. Let's bury him. So, and thankfully I didn't have to dig, like, Jessica's dad has, you know, we have farm equipment because we live on a fucking farm here. So, in a backhoe, we were able to bring in and just get a good, solid amount of, you know, we buried him under our apple tree. So, yeah, man, it's just the days after. So, I mean, he's here with us. He's on our property. We ordered a gravestone. Probably going to do, like, a balloon let-go ceremony once that's here. You know, I can't wait to move back, dude, so we can, like, get our fucking yard back in fucking order, dude. Or everything's all fucking, you know, dirty around here in the sense of, like, you know, there's just dirt everywhere, dude. It's like our lawn got dug up. Everything's dug up, dude. So it's like, all right, I can't wait to move back. So, you know, I can be on the property with him, you know, and just be able to, you know, just, again, like, always have those memories of him in life. You know, just, again, like, Jessica's, like, you know, she did everything for that cat, dude. Like, got him the biggest perch stand. He had the biggest perch stand. He had, like, you know, his favorite, like, little, like, call them, like, cat crack is what we called it. And it's, like, these little, like little tuna things that come in, like, a little pouch or whatever, and you come up, you gotta feed it up, dude. He fucking loved that, dude. We gave some to Brandon, and, like, he was telling us about Timmy liking that shit, dude, and, like, you know, so I'm just, like, you know, it's good stuff, you know, so, you know, we you know, again, like, we try to do everything for our animals, dude. Like, we love our animals so much, man. Like, they're just, like, they're best friends, dude. They're fucking family, dude. Like, and again, like, I wish I could have, like, go back, you know, a week ago at this point and, like, just say fuck it, like, let's just go, let's roll the fucking Pullman and just roll the fucking dice. But, you know, it's like Jessica talks about, like, you hear about this disease these cats can have, dude, and it's a fucking painful motherfucking disease. It's really fucking horrible. And it's like, again, there was no guarantee that they would have been able to, you know, fix his issue. And again, it most likely would have came back and we would have been facing the same exact situation. So, you know, again, I thank God for the time that I did have with him, man. You know, like, I'm not ungrateful for any of that, dude. Again, like, I don't know, for some reason, man, with him, dude, and, like, with life the last, like, fucking 5-6 years, I've really grown to, like, just, you know, really, you know, like, appreciate every single moment, every single day, you know. So every single day I thank God for that cat. You know, I'd wake up, hey, man, thank you, dude, thank you, Lord, for another day, dude. I do that every morning, dude. I wake up, thank God every single morning that I'm alive and well and I have the opportunity to be out in the world, man. You know, be the best that I can be today. And I really try to strive to have that attitude, dude. So it's just like every morning, man, I got up and he was there with me, man. And, you know, I fucking, again, always said that silent prayer, man. Thank you, God. Thank you for my cat. Thank you for my house. Thank you for my family. You know, definitely never be freaking ungrateful, dude. Something I can't stand, dude. I can't stand people that are ungrateful for stuff, dude. It's like, you know, like, if somebody goes out of their way for you, dude, be fucking grateful for that person, you know. Treat that person with respect, you know. Don't fuck that person over, you know. I'm not saying anybody's done that. But you know what I'm saying, though, just in general, dude. I just, it's just, yeah, man, it's just been a fucking hard week, dude. And, you know, as we said on episode 167, dude, like, we're taking a break for a little bit, dude. Like, you know, so all this stress, dude, I'm just like, you know, I need to fucking chill. I need to fucking, like, get my shit together a little bit more and just, like, you know, again, like, focus on exercise and just, like, again, like, just getting my mind straight, dude. Because, man, I love that cat so much, dude. You know, and again, like, recording this right now, you know, it's like I don't want to stop recording because I feel like then it's over. It's finally, you know, it's over. This is like a closing. Like I said, you know, like, we're gonna do a, you know, service for him. We'll do, you know, it's whatever, dude. It sounds stupid, it's fucking for a cat, but I love that cat so much, dude. So fuck yeah, we're gonna do a balloon lighting service and we're gonna put down his, you know, little gravestone and stuff, dude. It's got his picture on it. It's like, fuck yeah, do that, because that's my fucking cat, dude. And that cat fucking deserves it. I don't know. I think that's it. I didn't cry. I didn't fucking cry, and I thought I was going to. But, no, luckily, I'm able to keep my shit together. Again, like, I've just been crying. Like, I cried hard last night, so I think maybe that doing the picture show that you're gonna watch here in a moment, like that was really hard for me, man. Let me tell you that much, dude. That one is really fucking hard. And like, you know, I try to put, you know, I don't know. I'm pretty critical about shit like that. It's like, oh, you could have put this picture here in terms of like transitioning. And it's like, you know, I just kind of put it together, and like I think it serves its purpose. It's in remembrance of them, and you know that's what this whole episode's about. It's in remembrance of, you know, Stan the kitty cat, dude. We called him Stanley Kubrick. Stan the man, the cat. You know, Stan the man. I always call him that shit, even though he's a cat. Stan Lee. We'd always call him Stan Lee. I don't know, man. Like I said, dude, it was the first cat I gave my heart to. A fierce animal, I should say. I've given my heart to in a really, really long time, man. And I'm really gonna miss him. He's always gonna be in my heart, man. He's always gonna be in my heart, dude. You know, people brought up like, oh, you gonna get another cat? You know, get another cat, get another animal. And like, you know, one thing I gotta say though is just like fucking, you know, like that cat touched everybody in my family, dude. Like I said, like Jessica had that love-hate relationship with him or whatever, quote unquote. You know, ha ha ha. She always loved him, but then it hurt her just as much as it hurt me, dude. We cried so hard together. Cried so hard together, and you know, even last night, her getting up this morning, she's like, you know, it felt like he was at the bottom of our bed last night, and I was like, yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works, dude. We don't know how the afterlife works. We don't know. I mean, like, I've heard, one thing I had never heard about was like the Rainbow Bridge, that we see all our animals on the other side of once we cross over, and it's like, you know, hopefully, you can only hope, dude, that you'll be reunited one day with these animals, you know, because some, you know, people out there say that, you know, animals won't go to heaven, which, you know, I don't think so. I don't know. If we're created under a loving God, why would a loving God, you know, which again, you know, anybody out there is like, you know, read the Old Testament, but you know, that's neither near nor there in terms of what we're talking about right now. You know, why would a loving God, you know, destroy these animals and not provide some sort of salvation? As innocent as they are, I mean, if, you know, an innocent child is instantly in heaven, as they supposedly say, why not an animal? I don't know, man. But again, he's buried here on our property, man, and again, I'll always be able to go up and, you know, pay respects and tell him how much I fucking loved him, dude. And it's like, yeah, again, like, get another cat. Like, even Jessica, like, was like, yeah, I'd like to get another cat at some point. And because, like, him and Henry, dude, like, I didn't even really talk about that, but like, him and Henry fucking loved each other, dude. Like, you'll see it in a lot of the pictures, man. They just loved each other, dude. Like, they always sleep next to each other. They always play. They'd always, like, he'd go after him. He'd go after each other, dude. And it's just like, well, I'm gonna miss that, dude. I love Henry, dude, but that's Jessica's dog, dude. 100%. Like, he's my dog too, but like, I've given him my heart too. He has my heart, man, but it's not the same though. It's not the same as like your animal though. You know, it's like your animal. And I've noticed it. I noticed last night. I was like, damn, dude, has anybody even fed this dog? Like, I was the one that always fed the animals because like Stanley would always be bugging me. It's like, all right, we gotta get you guys food. You know, so it's like Stanley was like the main reason why Henry got fed every single night. Pretty much no one forgot because Stanley would always make sure that you were reminded that, you know, he needs to eat. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for all the years of listenership here on this podcast, man. Again, I don't know when we'll be back. You know, maybe October, maybe September. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Again, like, it just feels right at this moment to take a break. Take a much needed vacation in terms of this podcasting stuff, dude. And, you know, stay subscribed to the RSS feed. You know, we got news coming up. You know, when we do come back, man, we'll have new podcasts out, dude. I'm doing other shit. I'm collaborating with other people at the moment, and we're gonna be doing some new shit here, and it has nothing to do with the podcast that no one listens to. So, I'm pretty excited, dude. I'm pretty excited for that, and again, the opportunity to be able to have memory here, share my memory of Stanley the cat, dude. Stanley Porter, man. You know, again, I don't know if this shit gets flagged on YouTube or whatever for this fucking Green Day song, but you know, if you want to go check out our audio only version, stay tuned. If you're listening to audio only, as always, we have a you know, a pretty sweet little collection of songs, which this collection was all about songs that make me cry, you know. You know, you got like Bro Hymn, Rose Tattoo, which that Rose Tattoo song by the Dropkick Murphys, man, like I played that when our little gerbil, our hamster Bobby, he passed away like 3 years ago, and around the same time frame. And dude, we loved him just as much, man. I cried over that fucking hamster. I cried over my hamster, dude. Like, we love that little guy, dude. But like, I found that song around that time frame, and it was like, dude, perfect. So it's like, you got Bro Him, you got this, the Green Day song. I don't know, man. It just, again, like, it's just in remembrance, man. And it is what it is, dude. This podcast is just about life, dude. That's what I've strived to provide here. Is just fucking my life, dude. This is all this podcast is. It's my life and, my friends that I hang out with. And if you've joined us on this journey just recently, or you've been listening the past 3 years, dude, thank you. And again, we will be back with new episodes. Again, just taking a break, again, it's not goodbye. It's only goodbye for now or whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm really bad about shit like that. So, all right, man. That being said, dude, again, man, I love Stanley. Stan the Cat, dude. You're my fucking best friend. I'll never fucking forget you. And until we see each other again, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.